say, man, hey, man, the Shakur Stevenson disrespect, it just got outrageous. It's so outrageous, you gotta laugh at it, real talk. And Dante's Boxing Nation been hating on Shakur for quite some time now. But Shakur claps back concerning all this Jadier Herrera stuff. In Dante's Boxing Nation, he put this in motion, and we're going to talk about this and how he been hating on Shakur for quite some time in this video and what Shakur Stevenson had to say about the whole Jadier Herrera situation. Before we get into this, make sure you hit my like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's cook on it. So, man, Jadier Herrera, this is the new guy that everybody is acting like that Shakur Stevenson is ducking and running from, which is comical, right? But like I said, man, it's one thing when you got internet trolls that sit on the internet making up lies and just trolling all day. That's what they do. They ain't got a life, right? It's one thing when they do it, right? So you expect that from internet trolls. But when Dante's Boxing Nation continues to blatantly hate on Shakur Stevenson throughout the years, right, and put out misinformation to the fans to get rumors going around, to get people, right, to get on Shakur Stevenson helmet and say that he's ducking. And I'm going to get to what I'm talking about in a minute, because Dante been hating on Shakur blatantly for a long time. Dante was the one that started that rumor that Shakur Stevenson didn't want to be black, and Shakur was trying to claim that he wasn't black and he was just Puerto Rican. When Shakur did an interview, he came out and he said, look, my dad was Puerto Rican. His dad is now passed, right? My dad was Puerto Rican. Like, I never had no relationship with my dad, though, right? I didn't meet him until later on in life, and I grew up with my black family. Like, I consider myself black, but, you know, I am half Puerto Rican because my dad is Puerto Rican. Oh, Dante's Boxing Nation jumped on that. Y'all remember that, for the ones that do, right? And got people to go against Shakur Stevenson, right? Claiming he wasn't black and he didn't want to be black and just all type of shit. And Shakur, he came out and addressed that on a live video and was like, look, man, I'm black. Like, I don't even know the Puerto Rican side of my family, but I am half Puerto Rican. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, like, what you want me to do? Want me to act like my dad never existed? Like, for real. So it was just corny. And Dante's Boxing Nation was one of the main ones that ran that whole campaign. He been hating on Shakur Stevenson for quite some time now. But like I said, what Dante recently did with this Jadier Herrera guy, he made a video basically, and I'm gonna play the video for y'all, trying to make it seem like that Shakur, right, ducked Jadier Herrera and because he's a big threat and all of this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play y'all this audio and then we're gonna get back to what I'm talking about and get to cooking on it. Let me let y'all hear this audio. This is just outrageous by somebody like Dante Boxing Nation that was deep in the media that, you know, I started watching boxing content from Dante Boxing Nation years ago when he would have Floyd Mayweather on there. Like, he was one of the main dudes in this YouTube boxing media space. So for him to do this, man, yeah, it's disgusting. And you just got to laugh at it. But listen to this, y'all. Listen to this, man.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So that right there is Jadier Herrera. He is a 5'10" lightweight, a 5'10" Cuban lightweight, undefeated, 16-0 with 14 knockouts. Oh, and did I mention he's a southpaw? He is one of the names that was proposed to Shakur Stevenson as a replacement opponent when Floyd Schofield pulled out. So Shakur, he had the option to fight either Josh Padley or Jadier Herrera. And it's not that much of a surprise he picked Josh Padley. There's no doubt about it. This would definitely be a difficult challenge on 4 days' notice. Hell, Herrera would be a difficult challenge with a full training camp. And it seems to me like Jadier Herrera would be the perfect dance partner for his very next fight. So this would be a tough fight for Shakur as well. It makes sense.
That's nasty work right there. And I'm going to tell y'all why that's nasty work. Make sure y'all smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. That's nasty work from Dante's Boxing Nation. Now, for one, he told a blatant lie. Jadier Herrera was not an option for Shakur Stevenson. That was a rumor that got put out on X. Somebody put it up and everybody ran with it because they seen this kid had knockouts, right? They seen his knockout ratio was high, which he ain't never fought nobody. Don't nobody know him. Don't nobody know none of the opponents that he fought. And he fought last night, and he ain't that. He definitely ain't that. But I like the kid. And I respect him for calling out Shakur and whoever else he calling out, because as a fighter, this is what he should do to get his name on the map. And yeah, I like the kid. He talked the shit, you know what I'm saying? He come out like, hey, Shakur, hey, fuck you. You son of a bitch. My mentality is very, very strong and fast. I come for you. You sing contract. Shakur, you cool. I come for you, Shakur. You fuck you son of a bitch. Hey, man, I ain't got no sense. Y'all know I ain't got no sense, man. Y'all should know that by now. But for real, dude be sounding just like that. But I like it, man. For real. So I don't have no problem with what he did. What I got a problem with is what somebody like Dante Boxer Nation, that's respected in the boxing media, did, right? And so the situation when Floyd Schofield pulled out and Shakur had to find a replacement, or not even Shakur, Eddie Hearn had to get a replacement opponent for Shakur Stevenson on 4 days' notice, right? So one thing, you have to make sure that the fighter is already on weight, right? Not only that, when you're fighting on a British Boxing Board commission, you have to have a 3-day weigh-in before the fight that you can make. So you got to be under a certain weight with 3 days before the fight, right? And so you got to do all these weigh-ins. You got to already be on weight. And Josh Padley was the one that Eddie Hearn already had in motion, already had weight. Shakur Stevenson clearly said, bring me anybody. I don't care who I fight. Eddie Hearn said that Shakur Stevenson was like, I don't care who you pick whoever you want to. I'm ready to fight. So for Dante's Boxing Nation to blatantly lie and say that Shakur Stevenson had an option to fight this Jadier Herrera guy and he turned him down is a lie. Jadier Herrera was asked the same question and he didn't even say that. He was just like, Shakur, hey, my mentality is strong. I'm very, very fast and strong. He didn't even say that shit. Like, so these are just rumors that people are running with. And to say that this kid even deserves to be in the ring with Shakur Stevenson is total disrespect. You wouldn't come at Teofimo Lopez like that. You wouldn't come at Devin Haney like that. You wouldn't come at Gervonta Davis like that. You wouldn't come at Vasil Lomachenko. Like, you wouldn't come at none of these other fighters like that. But Dante did this because he been hating on Shakur for a long time. He did it because he know that if it's Shakur Stevenson, everybody gonna believe it and jump on the bandwagon because he get trolled and hated on all day. So it's just nasty work. This man Shakur is the WBC champion at 135 right now. He was unified at 130, and he was a champion at 126 and an Olympic silver medalist. You telling me he's supposed to fight this dude, Jadier Herrera, and entertain this shit from a kid that's like 21, 22 years old? You can't find nothing on his amateur background. You don't know nobody he fought. You didn't even know who he was. Didn't nobody even know who he was until they started running with these rumors, right? Don't nobody know who he is. He fought yesterday, and Shakur Stevenson, he had something to say about it because the kid ain't it yet. He ain't nowhere near no Shakur Stevenson level. And for Dante's Boxing Nation to say that Shakur basically ducked him because he knew he was going to be a big threat, like, come on, dog. Like I said, you got to laugh at some of this shit. Shakur Stevenson, he says, bro, y'all can't be serious. I don't know this dude. Never heard of him. None, but he ass. Basically, he said, I don't know this dude. I ain't never heard of him, but he ass. They keep trying to direct me toward this little kid. I want big names only. Like, for a fact. Why are you trying to talk about, oh, he needs to fight this guy that we ain't never heard of. We ain't never heard of nobody that he beat. but he need to fight him just because fans sitting behind a computer screen put a rumor out there and we all gonna run with it because it's Shakur Stevenson. It's nasty work. Like, it's nasty work. And like I said, I respect this kid. I like him. He talking shit. He know how to promote himself, right? But he's only known. I knew about him. The only reason I knew about him is because somebody did a video on him and he went viral for looking like a rapper that he idolizes called XX Extension. If y'all know who that rapper was. I didn't listen to none of his music, but you know, y'all should know who I'm talking about, right? I'll put the picture up right here, right? You see, Jadier Herrera looks just like this rapper that got killed, XX Extension. He got the same tattoos. He trying to be a lookalike of him. So he went viral for that, not for being a boxer. You can't find an amateur background on him. You can't find nothing on this kid. All you know is that he's a Cuban and he live in Dubai, right? And he knocked out a bunch of F-level and D-level fighters. And he fought yesterday and he was getting touched up by another D-level fighter, and he's not that good yet. Now, I'm not going to knock him down because I like him, right? He could become to be a dangerous opponent. You know, he could become, but he ain't even on Abdullah Mason level or he ain't even on Kid Floyd Schofield Austin's level right now. He's not even the level of Kid Austin, and you talking about this guy that Shakur ducking him, and like, come on, man, it's nasty work. And Dante Boxing Nation, man, whatever you got against Shakur, you've been hating on him for years. You need to get that shit out your system, bro. Let these trolls on X and these trolls that come up under the comments on YouTube do that. You should be above that, Dante. Real talk, man. That's nasty work what you did, dog. You know what you're doing, dog. You know what I'm saying? You putting out false rumors out there. False narratives, I mean, and you way too old for that, dog. You've been in the game way too long. It's nasty, man. Yeah, but let me know what y'all think about this. Drop a comment in the comment section. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.